Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Mandy. I like to talk about things in my real life that include makeup, makeup panning, vlogs of my real life, and home decor, reorganization, and cleaning. So if you're interested in any of that, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for today's video, which is my finale for the This is Pantasy project. All right, everybody, it's that time. This is the finale of my very first panning project. The very first panning project I joined with the Fantastic Ladies collab group was this one, and it is This is Pantasy, a fantasy and mythological creature-based project created by Allie at Wonder in Alleyland, and it is a Fantastic Ladies collab group project. It started today, a year ago, October 11th, 2021. Ooh. And it goes until today. There were bi-monthly updates, and it started with 21 prompts. I brought in, I think, 11 to start with. I've worked through most of them, and let's see how I'm ending this project. So, of the products that were still remaining, the first of which was for Cyclops, and that is a single shadow. And for that, I had my L'Oreal Infallible shadow pot in the shade Midnight Blue. My goal in this project was to use it 20 times. As of the last update, I had used it 17, and over the last month, I used it 3 more times. So I met my goal on this little guy. 20 uses. I'll show you. When I brought it into the project, I think I'd only used it once or twice. It was pretty new. And now you can see there's a nice little dip going in there. Beautiful blue shade. I've heard people call this a cream shadow. I actually hadn't really thought of it. It might be a cream. I always thought it was just a powder. So, yeah, I don't think it actually says, does it? No, it just says it's an eyeshadow. But I'll have to look into that if it's a cream or not. But it is a beautiful blue shade. I just swatched it for myself in the most awkward place you could ever do a swatch, right there on the side of my hand. Beautiful dark blue. And yeah, I really enjoyed using that, and I'm glad I had the chance to do so. All right, and the next prompt I was still working on was for Hydra, a product you keep panning and never seem to finish. For that, I brought in a Pond's Rejuvenesce eye cream, and I finished it last month, and I had it in my empties for September, and I apparently threw it away because I can't find it. I was keeping the package, and then at some point I must have forgotten and thrown it away. I don't remember why. But in this project, I used it a total of 132 times. As of the last update, I had used it 99 times, and I used an additional 33. So yeah, I got a lot of use out of it. It was something I had received for free from Influencer, and I didn't see that it did much, but I used it and it wasn't irritating, so I did it. It's done. It's gone. Next one is for Mermaid, a woman-owned company, and for that I brought in this single shadow from Mermaids Makeup because it is a woman-owned product, and it is the shade Bermuda. It is this matte here. It is a bluish gray. There's a swatch of it there. Dark bluish gray matte. My goal ended up being 10 uses. As of the last update, I had 1 use left, so I did it. And I met my goal on that. So far, 3 for 3 on meeting goals. Yay, me! For my first project I ever did in panning, I'm feeling accomplished. It's been a year since I started panning. I've learned so much in that time. Next is for the Prompt Troll, and that is a product with ugly packaging. For that, I brought in my not so pretty looking NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. My goal for this was just to get as much use out of it as possible. There is still product in there. I'd say probably about half the bottle or 1/3. And so as of the last update, I had used it. I didn't tally these. Hold on. I've used it 22 times, and since the last update, I have used it for 15 more times. This is what I get for not adding up all my tallies beforehand. As of the last update, I'd used it 15 times, and I'd used it 22 before that, so do the quick math. That's what, 37 uses in this project. I was going between this and another setting spray, which I have right there, the orange thing. So yeah, enjoyed that one very much. That one not so much, but that's in another project. Then for the Prompt Unicorn, this is something that was in the whole time I did the project. This is something that was a brand new item. And for me, at the time that I started this a year ago, it was this NYX Epic Wear eyeliner in pure white. My goal was to use half of it. I didn't get anywhere near that, but I did get quite a bit of use out of it. As of the last date, I had used it 43 times. I am wearing it today in my lower waterline. And since the last update, I have used it 19 more times. Not as frequently. But I did have paper progress. So when we brought it in, it was here. And now today we are down here. So I just used a little bit. My goal was way down here. So yeah, nowhere. I didn't even get halfway to my goal. But you know, I still enjoy using it. I'm not going to stop using it. I realized that I was very ambitious because I'd never tried using something like this on a consistent basis and didn't know how long it would last me. So trying to use half of it, we'll see. Maybe I can get better at using it. Maybe I'll use it as an eye base more. We'll see. But I did not meet my goal on that prompt. For Vampire, a blood red product. And for that, I brought in a vampy nail polish called Vamp It Up from Avon Speed Dry in this really dark burgundy. Let me see. There you go. You can kind of see the red. I'm like, it looks black. When I brought it into the project, we were all the way up here, and I have used it 10 times, and we got down to here. It is one of my favorite colors of nail polish. Oh, I have marks on both sides of the bottle. Oh dear. Well, this is where we were when we started in this project. Anyway, yep, I had, as of the last update, I had 1 use left to go on that, and I did use it that one last time, bringing my total to 10 uses, and that goal is complete. Yay! For the prompt Werewolf, that is a celestial themed item. For that, I brought in my celestial palette, the Galaxy Chic, and I brought in the shade, specifically, the shade Moon, because it's a werewolf, and werewolves howl at the moon, and this is it here. My goal was to use it 20 times, which is a big goal. As of the last update, I had used it 13 over the last 2 months since the last update. I've used it twice, including today. It is in the middle of my look, and so that brings me to a total of 15 uses out of 20. That's not too bad, and it has got a big dip going in the white section, and it's really hard to see, but that white section has a great big dip going on in it. You know, not bad, but it's a baked shadow, so it's pretty good. I think that white section may be softer than the rest of it. But 15 out of 20 uses, that's pretty good. Most of my eyeshadows are dropped to only a 10 use goal, So that one I'm happy to have used that much, but I did not meet my goal for this project. And then for Witch or Wizard, that was a magic themed item. And for that, I brought in my PH color lipstick in the shade green from who knows what brand. As of the last update, I had used it 67 times. Over the last 2 months, I have used it 21 times. And that's just per day, not actual application. It's there. It's pretty much flush with the plastic. There you go. You can see it against my hair much better than you can see it against my pasty white hand. Yeah, so I pretty much leveled it with the plastic. And I'm going to consider that done. I finished it pretty good. I will show you the paper progress because I did track it on here. So it's this guy here. We started, it was way up here. And then today we are at the bottom. We did it. I did use it quite a bit this last month. I would apply it as a balm as well as a lip color. And I am wearing it today. It is not, there's still enough that I can do this without rubbing my lips on it, but not for much longer. I really enjoyed this, and if I had the opportunity to get another one, I might. It is a lovely color on me, and yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to dig this out and put it into a pot or not. But I'm considering that goal met. And then finally, for the prompt zombie, something that is falling apart. The only thing I have falling apart that was besides this, because this was falling apart and the lid is cracked, is this guy here, my Rimmel Electric Violet palette. You've been around this channel for a while. You've probably seen this quite a bit because I'm trying to get a lot of use out of it, so this could be a potential for finishing in the future. But it is broken. The hinge is busted on one side, so the lid pops off. In this project, I brought in the 6th shade, which is this guy right here. Sorry, my monitor shut down, so I can't see if you can see anything. All right, this guy right here in the middle. I brought it in for 10 uses. As of the last update, I had 1 use left. So I used it that one last time. And it has got a nice dip going in it. Probably has the most dip of any shadow so far. So I'm really pleased with that. And I did meet my goal on that as well. So out of the remaining prompts, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 prompts remaining, and out of those 9 prompts, I did not meet my goal on 2, the eyeliner and the moon eyeshadow, I believe. I think I met my goal on everything else, but I did not meet my goal on these 2. And I think that's pretty good considering, as I said, this was my first project and I joined, and I want to say thank you to Ali for creating it, and stay tuned because later today there will be the introduction for the new round of This Is Fantasy. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a great big thumbs up. If you enjoyed my content and want to see more and haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can do it at any time you want during the video. You know, you just pause the video and hit the subscribe button, and it's free. And you get my content to you. And if you want, you can hit that notification bell and they'll send you a little notification every time I upload a video. But until then, take care of yourselves, stay spooky, and I will see you for the intro to the new This Is Fantasy.